Hey there, Chad here. Thanks for joining me. This is Ostranauts, and we're doing a Let's Play. We're in the midst of kind of disassembling this ship and taking its parts and putting it on ours. We have not investigated this person yet, Maria Ibarra. I have a feeling I've heard that name. There might be somebody looking for her, and that's always a good thing to pick up when you can. But for now, we are dealing with our new big room. That's what we're doing, and we're going to continue to do so. We're going to start putting in some walls, and I'm going to go ahead and tell it to install more floor. And I've kind of made the executive decision that I'm not going to panic over if it's the right floor or not. We're just going to get it taken care of. And we'll worry about it in the future when we want to make things look pretty and nice. For now, floor is floor. So they both should get working on that. We do have a crew member here that is Leon. And Leon is, what is Leon doing? Leon's just having some fun. Oh, she's on playtime now. That's acceptable. We'll give her a little time. Blow off some steam. Effectively, next time they go back, I'm probably going to have them both take good, serious naps and get some good, serious food in them and things like that. But for now, yeah, this becomes a one at a time thing. So I'm gonna let her do her thing. We're gonna jump back to him, and he's gonna come over here and grab this cart, and we're gonna just load flooring and walls up on the cart, save some time. So come on up here, pal. There we go. Get him close, and then we will start to, we have to do this first, and then we will start to shift click. And that should start putting some of this stuff on there for him. Yeah, that's working pretty well for us. Some of these might be walls, and that's fine. If we end up with walls too, we're going to need them eventually. I keep misclicking though. There we go. Oops, wrong button. Where are we over here? Okay. So come on over. Mostly looking for these 96 series floors right now. That's my favorite. But if we have some clunkers in there, that's going to be okay. Not going to end the day for us. Okay, this should make him a little more efficient when he comes back over here to start putting in more flooring. And then if they have to go back to do the one-off, well, so be it. At least we've taken a huge chunk of that time out of here by doing this first. So there we go. He's still got some space there. So let's go ahead and grab these last couple that are out here. And we are going to eventually want to have some conduit put in. So we'll need to start thinking about that. Okay. I think that'll do. Let's bring him back down this way. I mean, it's not 100% of it, but it'll get him close. Give her a little more time. She's had about 15 minutes, I guess, of doing her thing. Prefer she do it on her ship. She's burning oxygen and battery, but, you know. Okay, and he'll start working on flooring. And she's in here just thinking of a time she cheated death. Okay, well, who doesn't do that when they have the opportunity, right? Yeah. She's just pumping those out. We'll give her 10 more minutes, and then we're going to put her back to work. She's not going to like that, but in fact, I think we can start doing it now. So, Leon, what time is it? It's the early morning. Okay. Well, it's been, yeah, it's time. She can come back to work. Okay, here we go. All right, Leon, where are you? Need you to get back to it. Here she is. Really, it's flooring that we need the most, right? I'll just auto task her. She'll probably come and help. Well, they're actually doing a pretty good job there of getting that filled in. So now they're doing one-offs though. And we're starting to run low on floor. So I will, well, just going at it now. So, okay, I guess they have all of it but that. Not bad. I was going to maybe have her start to put in some conduit too, or at least one of them. It doesn't have to be her. But we will basically run it from here to here. And here to here. I think the wall actually is, yeah, there's wall. I can see it now. I always forget that you can look at the label. So we'll get conduit put in all those spots, and that will help quite a bit. Unpause, get it going. We have a lot of conduit, and we have plenty that we can strip off of this ship that we're salvaging. Look at them go, look at them go. So this is good. I haven't worked with more. I think I've had 2 crew members in the past. And I don't know, I just found diminishing returns. I think if you're going to like do something like a major build and you have like 10, 15 crates of floor just completely filled and you can just go boom, build this. I think that's great. I think when you're doing stuff that's a little on the more micro scale like this, you start to get it. I mean, you're already micromanaging as it is, but then you're starting to swap between, okay, have them do this. Okay, now I switch there, have them do this, now switch there. I'm not totally into that. I think I'm pretty comfortable with how this is working here with 2, and I tend to build it about this scale at the biggest. This is actually a pretty big room for me to do at once. If you recall, when we built the cargo hold, it was literally this, and that was it. So there you have it. And my plan is that this becomes a reactor room in the long term. In the short term, it will just be engineering. We'll put some batteries in here. We will put in some of the core stuff like the intakes. Since we have a couple of the hydras, that'll be an interesting little distraction, I guess. And yeah, kind of figure out how I want to approach it beyond that. What is the placeholder? That is all conduit there. And this one is floor. Looks like we're getting there. Okay, I think I'm going to take one of them and have them go uninstall floor. Might as well be him. Yeah, so we'll slow things down. Here he goes. You're going to have to come find some more floor, dude. Yeah, we've done a job here, haven't we? It's all the living space looking floor, and that's okay. I don't like the dotty floor. I don't know. It's not exactly that it gives me a headache or something. It just bothers my eyes. Of course, that's a consideration for me now. It wasn't in the past. Oh, you know what? The wall that the floor that I like, first of all, here's a big block of it. It's under all these walls too. So that's a thought. I can try to grab it from there. So let's do uninstall floor, all of that, all of that, all of that. Get that corner, get all that. That might get it done for us. So get to work. Yeah, there we go. And I think we'll need a few, what is this that needs? Install wall. So we need 5 walls yet. And there's an autosave. Okay, good to know, but we need 5 more walls, and I think there's 4 of them right there. There's 5, yeah, we'll get that done. So here, wall, uninstall, 5. Man, they're right on it, aren't they? He's got the cart, so he's gonna start picking up. let her get the walls out of there as best she can. That's trash. Almost done there. You know, she's taking them out and hauling them over on her own. So there you have it. Might as well have him get back to auto task. Maybe he'll fill in those other gaps. We need 2 remaining is what we'll need to close this off. And then once we have it closed off, we will punch a hole in the hull. And that's how we do it. At that point, we cross our fingers that it's airtight. And he has 1 wall on him still. So he's going to need to come and uninstall one more thing. I didn't really want him to come around the long way, but that's all right. Click here, uninstall wall, get those. He'll have an extra one. Never hurts, right? Just in case. We'll want to replace the ones that we took out of our bins anyway, but this will be nice. Okay, and then I don't want them both on the same side of the wall when I do this. Generally, when I have 2 people, I'm much less worried about it. I've always been concerned that I end up on the inside and my battery dies and I can't get out because there's nothing you can do at that point. I don't think that's going to happen here, so we're just going to risk it. We're going to go to install, haul, wall, there and there. Come on. Oh, they're not in the room, so you can't see it. And now he's paused. And now he's moving really slow. There we go. Now he should be able to see it, and we'll put one there and one there and auto task him. And that should get going. But I'm paused because I keep doing that. All right, they're working on it. And as soon as those are installed, we will punch a hole right here, I think. Which won't be perfect because they can't get through there. But there we go. Okay, we are on him. So he's in here. We're going to see if this will work. Wall, uninstall. Hey, we're getting pressure. Hey, we're getting temperature. Looks like it's holding. That worked. Awesome. Okay, so now we have a few more walls to uninstall here. We're going to get rid of this one and this one and this one and this one. And we will eventually get rid of that conduit too. And then we'll have to take that stuff out so that they can walk between those areas. But you know what? The other thing I could do, actually, this is probably a little more efficient for now. We'll take these out. And then they'll be able to move here, because otherwise I have to move all this equipment. At least this way I'll be able to move in and out and decide what I want to do. I can start putting in the conduit that I'm going to need. I can start putting in some lighting. That'll be fan-freaking-tastic. Let's take a quick look at his inventory. There's just really flooring left on this right now. So we will have him set it down right there. He doesn't really need it right now. There we go. Start taking out some walls again, pal. Or repair, whatever you want to do. The good news is, though, they can take their helmets off because they are inside. Of course, I am going to be bouncing outside, and as you can see now, we can move between areas. So great. I do want to see if there's any sensors or anything here we could get. I might go ahead and grab those batteries. I know I said I wasn't going to take them because they were damaged. I said that in the previous episode. The other thing is, though, I want mini batteries. So, and I also want to see if we find any lights. So we're going to slow things down here, and I'm going to take him. I'm going to let her continue to do her thing here. She can take her helmet off, though. I'm not going to have her stepping outside for now. So we'll do that. And then we will jump back to him. He will have his helmet on because he's going to be investigating. Okay. Conduit and walls is kind of what we're, I'm sorry, not walls, conduit and lights. That's what I meant to say. You know what? Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, but we can see where things are. Cooler. I don't see light though. No lights listed. Okay. That's okay. I was also looking for like an N2 alarm. We still haven't found a good one of those. Here is an O2 alarm, and we will need another one of those soon because we're going to have another big area, and we also want it to be self-contained. We want to be able to close it off if we need to. So let's get that picked up. And any others we find will be great too, although I don't think we will because we are in the area where they would be electronic parts and floors, motherboards. Lots of motherboards laying around, you notice? Here's a battery. We're going to go ahead and uninstall that. We will have to do a full repair on that one. Heck, we could go ahead and do that now. Another battery back here. Go ahead and see if we can repair it. Looks like we're getting some stuff locally. That's the reason I do it on the ship. What's this one looking like? That one, that's the conduit. That battery is not broken, so that's good. We'll take that one too. And we will mark that to be hauled. And then, yeah, I do want to grab it. I want to try to grab some handfuls of conduit here still. So we're going to go to conduit, uninstall, like here. And here. And here. There we go. Cooler. Probably wouldn't hurt to go ahead and grab this additional cooler because if we are going to end up with a reactor soon, that becomes important. Where did it go? Did I do something to damage it? It's in this room. Haha, look at that. All right, cooler, uninstall. And there we have a cooler. Because we have our space pretty well taken up for now, I'm going to add a temporary storage area in here just to be able to haul stuff to. And I realize it's kind of big, but there could be a lot of stuff for us to find. So we're going to add that and it'll become a haul barter. And we'll just call it zone 1. And that's kind of a reminder to remove it once we don't need it anymore. So we have that, orders, haul, loose stuff like that. And didn't she remove something over here just a minute ago? Not seeing it. Oh, batteries. We want to haul those batteries. Right? Come on over here. I guess we already took care of those. I can have him pick up conduit as best he can. Slow things down and walk. Here we go. Lots and lots of conduit there. Oh, and I also want to take the kind of the larger bins. I saw a couple of them, and now I'm not remembering where I saw them. One of them just walked by one, though. Were they over here? Here's one. I want to uninstall that. Oh, here's another one of those mini batteries. We'll uninstall that. Those aren't bad to have on hand as needed. One trick I saw is you put those next to your reactor, and then you can just use it. It'll charge off the reactor, and you can always start the reactor up if you've turned it off. Might need to take a quick peek at how that exactly works, but that's kind of the premise, and it makes sense to me. So he's not auto. Now he is. If there were racks, I'd probably want to grab racks too. And I haven't noticed any. I think there were 2 here at the door. Yeah, there's 2 one-offs there. We'll grab those. Oh, she put her helmet on, didn't she? Because she's coming outside to help. She did a good job. All right. And this rack, we're going to uninstall it. And this rack, we're going to uninstall it. And then we're going to give a pass through everything, make sure I didn't miss anything that I really want. Air vents. I prefer the auto vent. I think it saves some problems in the long run, and I don't feel I really, really need it just yet. So we're going to pass on that. Come on now. I'm just going to walk the perimeter here, make sure I didn't miss anything I really, really want. We could stand to take the cryo tank. We'll order that to be hauled. Come on. There you go. I honestly could stand to just go ahead and grab the flooring if we want to make changes in the near future. There we go. Come on and take a lap. Another cooler. This one's not as in good a shape. We already grabbed one, so not going to worry about it. Up this way. Ah, there's the other bin. Uninstall. Clobbered by the memory of a love now lost. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. I'm always thinking that something happened and the game ended. So there we go. Yeah, we'll move on from there. I do know that feeling. And there we go. Loose. Did he finish this or did he stopped? What a jerk. There we go. Okay. Hey, there's a light here. Well, we will take that. Uninstall that thing. Yeah, pick that up. No room to pick it up. What do I have going on here that I don't need? Well, I need all that. I really kind of do. So we will order loose equipment hauled. Probably a couple of things there. I might have grabbed one too many things, but we will survive. We've got some space now to deal with that stuff. Oh, the other thing I was thinking is maybe grabbing the fridge. We will want one eventually. We have a lot of extra space right now to keep it with us. And here's a thruster we want. And wouldn't kill us to take a door. That's probably the worst door to take. It looked like it was in the least good shape, but that's all right. Okay, I think we've done a pretty good job making sure we got everything here that we needed. I thought there was a fridge. Wasn't there a fridge somewhere? That might have been another ship. I think that was another ship now that I think about it. One more pass up here just in case. Oh, there it is. Ha! I didn't misremember. Uninstall it. And a tote. Wait a minute. There's not supposed to be totes here. It's great that there is, though, because I can do this. Boom. Boom. We can carry that around. This is uninstalled. We can order it hauled. Here we go. And then finally, the one last piece we haven't dealt with is examining this person. So we'll start here. We usually go ahead and pick up their PDA. Did that. And now we will investigate. Examine what's going on. We're going to close our current one and we will commit to report hers. We already looked for his. We didn't find anybody looking for him. So let's look for affiliation. They're unclear. That doesn't help. No signs of relatives or friends. So maybe local authorities is about all we can do. Okay, well, we did what we could. Let's go ahead and have him auto task to help finish. And then we will head back. Plenty of work to do. Yeah, well, plenty of work to do. So let's get that started. And what I will do is fly back to the base, clean things up, and then I think before I sell, we'll try to figure out how we want to use the space. I think that's going to be a big deal. And this ship has served us well. I do appreciate it being here for us. We'll need to rework all this. My overall goal, just so we're transparent on that, is I probably should go ahead and put walls in here now that I think about it. I might do that before the next video, but we're going to move the nav station here, and this is going to be a little bitty bridge. In fact, it might extend out a little bit eventually, but initially it'll just be right here. And then we will have engineering down here, start to have a little more cargo space, and then it's all going to be big and beautiful. And we'll probably start building some living quarters over this way. And there you have it. Okay, this is going fairly well. I'm happy with where we're at. I want to thank you for joining me and thank you for your time. And until next time, fair travels.